everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My next tangle pattern that I have for you today is one called Tumbling blocks. Now this one looks a little complicated, but it's really very easy to do. And I used my graph paper to do this. I use that underneath and I can see the little squares. But for demonstration purposes, to make it easier for you, I'm going to go ahead and do this actually on the graph paper, and then we'll continue to the actual drawing later. The way this starts, we're going to draw a little zigzag line that is 1 square in length. Now if you wanted to make this pattern bigger, you could go 2, 3 squares in length, whichever you wanted. And then I'll just go that far. And now from each of the lower part and the upper part of the peaks, we're going to draw a vertical line straight down, but this line is going to be 2 squares. 2 squares for each. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is repeat our zigzag line that we did on the top. You can see how easily this comes together. Okay, now instead of continuing with our straight lines, what we're going to do is do another zigzag line opposite of this one. So we go like this and actually form little squares, which will be the bottom of our cube. Okay, now at this point, this is where we continue with our vertical lines. We go down 1, 2 squares. Do our first line again, our first zigzag line. This is like that line right there. We'll just continue across. Now it's time for the opposite one that makes our squares. Okay, now if you want to make your pattern wider, that's easy enough to do. You just come back up. You can do this at any point of the game. And you can widen out your pattern anywhere along the way. You can see this is actually a very easy pattern to do with the use of the graph paper. It'd be a lot harder without. Okay, now I've switched over to my drawing paper where I've already pre-drawn the cubes that I just showed you how to do. And we're going to do some shading now. Now the light is coming from here. I decided the light will come from here. So it's this face of each of the cubes is being hit by the light. So this face back behind, I'm going to shade because it doesn't get the light as much as the upper face. And then I'll use my paper stump to smooth that out. I'll do this part of the shading, then I'll be right back. Alrighty then. Now, like I said before, the light coming from this direction, this is the brightest, this side gets less light, and the bottom of the blocks will get even less. So I'm going to take them black. They'll be very dark. Do that with the bottom of each of the blocks. I'll be right back. And here we have the Zentagle pattern tumbling blocks. I hope you like this one. This is one of my favorites. That's going to be it for today. Hope you'll come back again tomorrow, and I'll have 3 more Zentagle patterns for you. See you then.